We've got a craze of Karens Karening again. But before we look at the new Karen apocalypse, a quick channel update. Today's Dingleberries and Cling-Ons episode is brought to you by patrons and channel members alike. Hit that join button if you want to become a channel member. To become a patron, head over to www.patreon.com/theplothole1. That's the number one, not the loneliest number you can ever do. Rack focus. I feel like I need a shower after that shameless coffer begging. Let's get on to the show. Quick channel update. Dingleberries and Cling-Ons are no longer going to have Kids Corner. That's going to be its own separate show that was supposed to start this week. It didn't happen because we had a little bit of a mishap. Jocelyn, poor little baby, broke her collarbone, so had to get that taken care of. She's doing much better now, so thank you for everybody with your kind words and your thoughts and whatnot. She's doing much better, healing up nicely. Of course, it's going to be a while before she can get out of the sling and run and jump again, but she's progressing nicely. Anyway, that being said, it's time for some Karens.
I'm literally shaking. I was just in Wyndham f***ing Walmart.
I wonder what happened. She seems distraught. You know, I bet she was attacked by a mugger.
And there was this broad who kept giving me and the kids dirty f***ing looks. I'm assuming because
of your lady melons? Oh, wait, let me fix that for you.
And none of us had our f***ing masks on.
Yeah, because you had to tell us that part there, Karen. I mean, we couldn't pick that up from your shirt or your overall Karen attitude. Right. Karen, you're upset because somebody else recognized you as a Karen who doesn't care for anyone other than herself. Got it.
So we leave Walmart and we're in the parking lot walking, and this swerved at me and my kids and then had the f***ing audacity to honk at me. She f***ing swerved.
If that's true, then that lady. Just because Karen here doesn't give two dingleberries about anybody other than herself doesn't give anyone else the right to commit vehicular assault. I mean, obviously the only one allowed to hit her children is Karen. Yeah, we saw that.
That bitch did it on purpose. I'm shaking. I can't even get in my car and drive right now.
But you're in your car.
I had to grab my 12-year-old by his shirt and pull him.
Yeah, that's a shitty thing to do. And for anybody to do this, I mean, regardless of if she's wearing a mask or not, they need a swift kick in the hoo-ha.
That's the world we live in now. It's a good thing she was in her car. That's all I have to say. And if I ever see that woman again...
We know. You'll demand to speak to her manager.
If I ever see that woman again, I will beat her ass.
Right. We believe you. And so will the police when this alleged swerver files an assault complaint against you.
You are going to be arrested for blocking us.
Jesus Christ. This looks like this complaint of Karen's is gathered here at this, I don't know, craft store maybe? Looks like some sort of Michael's or Joann's or Hobby Lobby or something. Some kind of store that serves Karens by the gaggle. And this nightmare of Karen's is looking to serve some poo up to this manager.
You cannot block us. Are you open to the public? Not private property.
Well, yes, Karen, they can block you from entering their store. They have the right to refuse service. I mean, how they refuse service is ultimately up to the store's policy and their LP department. Furthermore, this manager absolutely nails it here. We can offer you curbside assistance. That's the only accommodation that they have to make for you with your bogus medical conditions. They're not refusing you service. They're denying you entry without a mask. There is a bit of a difference. You can get all of your items delivered to you curbside, just like the little queens and divas you think you are. Yes! Manager lady has had enough of this shit. And I have to say, if you come to my place of business and try to shove a binder in my face, you're gonna get a mouthful of said binder.
You are discriminating.
Oh, Karen, you're just oh so persecuted. No, Dingleberry, she isn't discriminating against you. She's just not giving your entitled ass special treatment. That's ultimately what you want. This shop has a mandate or has a requirement that you wear a mask upon entry. You don't want to wear that mask. Therefore, you want special treatment. The shop says no special treatment to anybody. That's kind of the opposite of discrimination. This manager denying you entry has absolutely nothing to do with race, gender, religious identity, sexual identity, or anything else. It has everything to do with your refusal to wear a mask.
This is discrimination.
This is a
You guys can get fined for that. For denying service. You're gonna get
She's blocking us. That's false imprisonment, ma'am.
False imprisonment? Get the fuck out of here. False imprisonment is an act that is punishable under criminal and tort law. A person commits false restraint when he or she commits an act of restraint against another person which keeps them in a bonded area. Some would also cite the free to move clause. However, Karens, you're outside. You have the freedom to move anywhere, just not into that store. There's no false imprisonment. Why? Because you can turn your Karen asses around and leave at any time.
You are going to, you could. Yep, here we go. Go in. Blocking us is false imprisonment. Excuse me.
You know you're committing false imprisonment?
Yes, that is false imprisonment. All right, we got in. Gosh, unbelievable. That is so illegal.
No, Karen. What is illegal, and I'm sure you'll find this out the hard way, is when you decided to criminally trespass. You've been asked to remove yourself from the property. That's the business's right. And instead of complying, you grab the most Karen of Karens to shove your way into the shop. That's illegal.
That is so illegal. What? No. I don't know. Look at that. You guys cannot touch her.
Whereas I wouldn't put my hands on these Karens, this particular Karen instigates the assault by pushing her way past the employee. This can be seen as self-defense. I wouldn't recommend putting your hands on anyone if you weren't willing to lose your job, get arrested, and probably get sued by these Karens.
We will call the police if you touch anyone. Yep, we will call the police. Let's call the cops. There's the police. They are blocking them. Look at that. Look at that.
I am not touching anybody.
Look at that. No, she hasn't done anything. She's touched her. The employee touched her. Holy crap. Wow.
Enter Mr. Officer to handle the craze of Karens. I sure hope the criminal trespasses and probable arrests were worth it. Look, if you want to make a protest, your local shop isn't the place to do it. Like the calmest manager I have ever seen has said, the difference that you want to make isn't going to be made here. It can be made at your local government. Simple as that. You want to protest, you want to have your voices heard, do like some of these other Karens have done and show up to bond meetings, local government assemblies. Protest that way. Doing it at a shop isn't going to do anything except get you in trouble. All right, everybody, that's Dingleberries and Cling-Ons episode number 15. I've been your humble host, Johnny O. I hope you enjoyed today's show. If you did, leave me a thumbs up. If not, thumbs down is perfectly okay too. If you haven't done so already, and you would, hit that subscribe button and tickle that notification bell. That way you get notified every time my ugly mug puts out a video. I'm Johnny O from The Plot Hole, and don't forget, finger guns, baby.